These videos examine the issues of bribery and nepotism in schools, particularly in all the higher institutions of Papua New Guinea, and highlights their negative impact on students and society. It begins by defining these corrupt practices, bribery as exchanging money or gift for favors, and nepotism as unfairly favoring family or friends. The discussion then explores how these behaviors create and enhance a system that undermines the value of hard work and merit. The essay explains the consequences, including loss of trust among students, decline in educational quality, and the production of underqualified graduates. Finally, it emphasizes the importance of honesty and fairness in education to ensure a better future for Papua New Guinea.
Hi everyone, my group and I will chose the topic bribery and nepotism in PNG schools. Education plays a crucial role in shaping the future of Papua New Guinea. However, bad behaviors like bribery and nepotism have become major problems in schools and universities around the country. Bribery is when money or gifts are exchanged in order to get a good score or grading or get into a institution or a school. And nepotism is the unfair use of power to get jobs or other benefits by a friend or a family member. This type of weakness in the system decreases the chances of qualified teachers and qualified students to get into the system. And teachers are not doing their jobs, and students are out there roaming around doing nothing.
Nepotism and bribery have a negative impact on the individuals, school, and the society. On an individual level, bribery and nepotism can have a negative impact on the moral character and integrity of an individual. Those who engage in such practices are often motivated by personal gains and disregard ethical principles and values. This can lead to individuals compromising their own values and engaging in unethical behavior to advance their own interest. Moreover, students who are not engaged in such activities may feel demoralized, leading to a decline in moral and motivation. In schools, bribery and nepotism can have an effect on the quality of education and academic environment. When admissions or grades are influenced by bribery or nepotism, it undermines the principles of fairness and equality. This can result in underqualified students gaining opportunities rather than the qualified students. This not only undermines the credibility of the institution, but also creates a culture of dishonesty and unfairness, which can affect the learning environment and academic outcomes. At the societal level, bribery and nepotism can have a far-reaching consequences. These practices or behaviors undermines the principles of fairness and equality. When individuals are able to use their wealth or family connections to gain advantage, it creates a social and economic inequalities. This can lead to a sense of injustice and resentment among those who are excluded from opportunities due to lack of financial means or connections. These behaviors create an unfair system where hardworking students and qualified teachers lose chance because others use dishonesty to get ahead.
Alright, for the other part of the our presentation, my friend has already mentioned about the problems that are faced from the bribery or nepotism system, or what do we call one-talk system. Bribery system or nepotism system is a system where an opportunity or the position is given to someone by paying for money. So here I have some of the list of the impacts or the effects that bribery system or nepotism system cause. So one of the main costs that bribery system brings towards the education system is number one is student lose trust in the system, or what we call erosion of trust, which means when bribery becomes more common, students and their parents lose faith in the fairness of the education system. Means they feel discouraged and lose interest to compete with the system effectively. Students lose morals, though they have the potential, or they are capable enough to compete with the system, but just because of the bribery system, they lose interest to compete with the system. That's number one. And number two, impacts of the bribery system in the school is lower academic standards. That means if students' academic grades or the admission in the schools or the institutions in our country, when the gradings or the admissions are bought through bribe, students may not have moral students may not have moral to work very hard to compete with the system effectively. They may become lazy, which will lead to decline in quality academy. That's number two. And number three, impacts of the bribery is financial burden in families. That means parents may feel highly pressured to pay bribes to secure better treatment for their children, or they are in pressure when they want to secure a space for their children to get a better treatment. So as a result, it increases financial stress in the family. That's number three. And the fourth impacts is that corruption among the educators. Educators like teachers and administrators of the school who accept bribe may prioritize personal gain over student success, which means teachers and administrators accept bribe for their own benefits without considering the student's success or future. That's number four. And number five, the fifth and the last one is long-term
strategies for change. One way to stop bribery and nepotism in school is by making strong rules that everyone must follow. Schools should have clear guidelines that say bribery and nepotism are not allowed. If someone breaks these rules, there should be serious consequences. It is also important to have a group of trusted people who check that everything in the school is fair and honest. This will help make sure that no one gets special treatment just because of money or connections. Another important step is teaching students and teachers about honesty. Schools can have lessons about why being fair is important and how cheating hurts everyone. Teachers should also show good examples by being honest in their decisions. Special programs can be held where students learn why hard work matters more than gifts or favoritism. When students understand the value of fairness, they will make better choices in their own lives. Schools should also create safe ways for people to speak up. When they see unfair behavior, many students and teachers might be scared to report bribery or nepotism because they fear getting into trouble. Schools should have secret ways for people to report problems without worrying if someone speaks up. They should be protected and not punished. When people know they can report unfair things safely, they will be more willing to stand against corruption. Another way to create fairness in schools is by getting the whole community involved. Parents, teachers, and local leaders should talk to students about why honesty is important and support rules against bribery and nepotism. Schools can work with business and government officials to make sure education stays fair and free from corruption. When everyone, students, teachers, parents, and leaders, stands together against unfair practices, it becomes harder for corruption to exist. A strong, honest education system will help young people succeed based on their hard work, not personal connections or money. Lastly, rewarding honesty and hard work can help change the system for the better. Schools should give prizes, scholarships, and recognition to students who work hard and achieve good results. Teachers should also be chosen based on their skills, not personal connections. By celebrating fairness, honesty, schools can show that working hard is the best way to succeed. When people see that effort and talent are valued, they will stop relying on bribery and favoritisms. That change is possible when people work together.
To conclude, bribery and nepotism are bad behaviors that are currently harming the education system of Papua New Guinea. However, if schools and institutions around the country stop this, then students will succeed using the efforts and not by bribery or any forms of connection. We as a Papua New Guinean have roles to play by standing up for fairness and justice and fight corruption in the country. By doing so, we will promote a better and fairer education system for our upcoming children in the future. Thank you.